All right, it is over for Zanu PF. It is over for Zanu PF as a project. Comrades, I will tell you why. Because when we get involved in money laundering, you are not just sinning against the Zimbabweans or stealing from Zimbabweans. You are cheating the international global order. When we evade taxes, is a Zimbabwean public that is going to suffer from that. When you steal money or you steal the gold and the diamonds from the Zimbabweans, it's the Zimbabweans that suffer. But when you do, when the government becomes a laundromat, it's not stealing from Zimbabweans, it's stealing from the international order. Understand? Because the international community that gave you the right to be called a sovereignty. Do you know what that means? It means that you are going to respect the international order of nations. So when your country, as the president of a country, Mr. Idim Nangakon, and your number two principal, and the rest of the people that are involved in this Al Jazeera exposed scandal, you have got to realize right now that you have touched the untouchable. You have been so corrupt that you have corrupted the places that you are not even supposed to touch. Unozokufarisa neshona or ngesindebele ukuthaba udlulise amalawulo. You're not gonna go Farisa and destroy Zimbabweans because Zimbabweans are powerless. They've got no power whatsoever. You can do anything you want to do to them. But you cannot screw the international community. Perhaps people in ZANU-PF do not understand the gravity of this issue and what the judgment means. The judgment really means that it is over for ZANU-PF. That was an existential mistake that they did by allowing themselves to become a laundromat. Because right now, China itself does not support money laundering. Xi Jinping himself and the people in the CCP don't want anybody to launder money in China. Do you know why? Because they are the ones who make the laws of China and part of the global laws. And therefore, if you break those laws, you are breaking their laws. So is Vladimir Putin himself. So is UAE and the investors, all these governments that are investing in Zimbabwe. In their own countries, they will never allow money laundering because it undermines the government. Not just the governance system, the government itself is undermined when you launder money. You are no longer a government. You are no longer have the right to be called a sovereign. We must just as well expel you from the international order and pronounce you a province or deny your existence. You know that countries are recognized by other countries. For you to be a country, you need to be recognized by other countries in the United Nations. So once you lose that, you're no longer a country. You can just be a province or something. So what does that mean? What are the ramifications for ZANU-PF? It is over for ZANU-PF as an organization. So my advice to the people that are in ZANU-PF is this thing: cut your losses short and declare ZANU-PF defunct. Destroy that ZANU-PF project, get over with it, start something new, a new system of governance that is going to bring everybody together. And we don't call it ZANU-PF, we just done, we just buried ZANU-PF. Because we cannot get rid of the people, because ZANU-PF people are Zimbabweans and they've got the right to exist in their country. But that project of ZANU itself, the project of the political party, is over and done with. That corruption that you've done, that Al Jazeera is just exposed, is just nailed the coffin to ZANU-PF. It is over. There is no way, even if the AD wins the elections, there is no way that the Chinese are going to allow you to carry on ED and the ZANU-PF government. There is no way that Russia itself is going to allow you. There's no way that even your Dubai friends will allow you. Imagine, we know that Dubai is investing in Zimbabwe. How safe are their investments if the country is not even a country? sovereignty. We can deny all we want, but those guys are not fools. It erodes confidence in the country. Not only just the country, but the people that run the country. And therefore, recognizing Zimbabwe, they just say, we recognize, but at the back of their minds, they don't recognize. And therefore, because they've invested billions, a lot of people have invested in the country. There's lithium in the country. There's a lot of resources that need to be tapped out, and global supply chains are going to be dependent on countries like Zimbabwe going forward in the next coming iteration of the economic system, and therefore they will need a proper government in Harare. Everybody is in the interest of all the partners of Zimbabwe to have a proper government. So Harare has betrayed the international community, and it is now over for them. And now I'm now looking at actually what the NUPF can do to this, the fallout right now. What the NUPF needs to do now is to reach out to the opposition, reach out to voices that they have been trying to crush all these years, because our voices are the voices that you're going to need now. Our container, I told you that I am nowhere building an ark. Our arcs are the one that was going to help you, ZANU-PF, because the ship is sinking, or rather the land is being filled with water, and we have got no place to hide. I told you last year that God said, I must tell you, Mr. Mnangagwa, that when the time comes, when God deals with you, nobody around the world will want you. And here we are seeing the early signs of that this is how the global community will end up getting to a place where ZANU-PF is stinking, because now ZANU-PF corruption here in Nyanya. Yeah, you are better at stealing from us. You can steal from us, you can beat us up, you can put us in jail, you can kill us, but you cannot steal from the international community. They will destroy you. You have stolen things that must not be stolen. Your right to be a sovereign, you know, that they recognize you to be a country. And they do this to them, undermining the whole global system. What other systems are you undermining? ZANU-PF. So therefore, that's why I'm saying that you guys are in ZANU-PF, the individuals in ZANU-PF, get out of ZANU-PF before it's too late. Now, this is my analysis and this is my prophetic warning, that get out of ZANU-PF before it's too late. But if you don't say I didn't tell you. It's over for ZANU-PF. So this one, Magazi Rongera Mega, you threw yourself into this wall, Mr. AT. You threw yourself into this wall, you yourself. There's nobody to blame with this one except for you yourself, number one, and principal, and the rest of the people that are involved. These are the people that sank ZANU-PF. In fact, now, ZANU-PF must be angry itself, because as I told you that this is an existential threat to the Liberation Party of ZANU-PF itself, because now the sin that was committed on behalf of the ZANU-PF government, on behalf of the Zimbabwean government, is a sin against the whole world, global systems. The Washington system, monetary system, will not allow this money laundering thing, including BRICS itself. The BRIC countries, as Zimbabwe wants to join BRICS, China, Russia, and South Africa and Brazil will not allow a money laundering nation to be part of BRICS, because they will undermine even the financial systems and the financial rules of BRICS. Do you understand what money laundering is? It is actually a sin against the financial systems, the global financial systems. It's a sin against the other countries. So the NUPF now has committed a crime against other countries, other multilateral organizations, because they've been sitting against Zimbabwe, and Zimbabwe and they don't have power to overpower them. But now they themselves, Mnangagwa and his men of gold and his establishment, they themselves have actually sinned against the whole other countries. So can you imagine how other countries will retaliate to that? Because it got to a place where we no longer recognize Zimbabwe as a country or as an entity, or the Zimbabwean government will be rendered null and void by a conglomerate of other countries, because money laundering, using the government as a source of money laundering, is actually a sin against other countries. Because as Zimbabweans, we do not lose money per se when people launder money. Of course, the peripheries or the or the things that come after money laundering and will cause the country to lose money. Of course, tax evasion and stuff like that, and undermining our institutions and stuff like that. But the people that really feel the hate the most are multilateral institutions, and therefore that is why I'm saying that Zanu PF is outdone itself. This is like on another level. This is now becoming a criminal against the international community, and therefore Mnangagwa cannot even run to China because this is a sin against China. We cannot run to Russia because this is a sin against Russia. We cannot run against to UAE because this is a sin against the Arab states. It's a sin against everybody else. So this is the end of ZANU PF. That's what I'm saying, that you people in ZANU PF, you must be angry at the people in ZANU PF who are involved in this thing. So if you think that you are safer in numbers and Zimbabweans won't do anything, you are right. Zimbabweans won't do anything to you. But it is the international community. I've been telling you that God is bringing war to ZANU PF, and I've been telling you that the walls are closing in. But don't listen to me. You don't share my videos. Now you, the rest of you Zimbabweans are going to see that the spirit of the Lord has been, the spirit of the Lord has been speaking to me, to you, through me to you, but you have been ignoring me. But here it is, here it coming. The walls I was telling you last year that are closing in are coming in, they're closing in. Al Jazeera is just the beginning. A can of worms has been opened. They will not be able to survive this one. ZANU PF as a project is over. Get out of it. Get out of here, my people. Now.